Hello, hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Eva and today I'm here to share with you my Instagram creep stories. Creepy stories on Instagram? Big thank you as always to all of my Instagram friends for all of the support that I'm receiving. Thank you so much. And if you're coming from somewhere else, feel free to check me out on Instagram and TikTok. My username is Eva Matea. Basically, I feel like people are kind of getting a little bit too comfortable on social media regarding sharing their walking or running routines and routes. Just a little bit oversharing, especially the younger generations. I mean, there's a lot of nice people out there, don't get me wrong. However, there are a lot of mean-spirited people who might want to take advantage of you oversharing on social media. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to share a few of my stories that might help raise awareness about these things. So I'm gonna try to make them short and sweet. First of all, though, I would like to address why I deleted my old Instagram account. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I've had an account where I had over 12k followers. However, I deleted it because I was just fed up with seeing unwanted D-pics in my DMs. I've put so much hard work into this profile. However, I was just following way too many people and D-pics would be literally a daily occurrence on that account and I just couldn't deal with it. For my own sanity, I had to start over and I had to start being more mindful with who I'm following back. I just wanted to quickly address the D-pics. I know we all laugh it off, but it's still sexual harassment. Imagine if you're walking down the street and someone just flashes you. I mean, of course, being flashed in real life is a lot worse. However, sending these kind of pictures, it should have never become a normal everyday occurrence. I know this is mostly Instagram's fault because they are literally refusing to take any action. But I think it's very important to report. So whenever you see something inappropriate in your DMs, the least we can do is try to report these creeps online, right? So the best thing I've discovered is literally just report them, take a screenshot with their username in, their name and everything, and just publicly shame them. This is my new thing. This is what I'm going to do every time if I notice any D-pics in my DMs. So this was a man that was followed by 30 of my Yogini Instagram friends, so I thought he was safe to follow back. However, as soon as I followed him back, boom, D-pic. So yeah, I mean, who thinks this is a good idea? Who thinks a woman wants to see this? That just shows that these people who send these kind of pictures know nothing about women. Nothing. This was kind of the last straw for me, and this was when I decided to delete it all, and now I'm starting again, starting fresh. Also, for some reason, I get a lot of shirtless pictures, and this would happen as well with my acquaintances, my ex-co-workers, just random people, just random men is just sending shirtless pictures. Why do you think women want to see you shirtless? Especially if a woman is barely responding to your messages, if she's not showing any interest and you're still sending her shirtless pictures. Why? I don't care how attractive you are. I don't care how popular you think you are with girls. You're not going to be everybody's type, and not every woman wants to see you shirtless. I know my audience is mostly women, but I just wanted to put that out there just in case. Anywho, let's get into the stories. I have two of them. Unfortunately, I have a handful of creepy stories to tell. Most of them happened in real life, so I'm easing in with Instagram creep stories, and then next week I will put out a real life creep stories. I think I mentioned on one of my stories that I was literally followed/chased in a car once. So yeah, this is what I'm going to share next week. That was a long intro. Okay, so I met this person 4 years ago. I was out with my roommate. This guy was interested in my roommate, so he and I barely spoke. My roommate was married. She wasn't interested, so she actually trolled him by giving him my Facebook name, and this is how this person had me on Facebook and Instagram. After a while, his focus shifted from my roommate onto me, and he would send me messages, ask me to play online games with him, whatever. Like, I wasn't really talking to him. I would respond sometimes just because I was trying to be polite, and this is something I'm going to address in my real life creep stories, is me trying to be polite to these people, these men, just made things escalate. So please be aware that you cannot always be polite. If you're politely rejecting them and they're not going away, you have to be rude, okay? Each and every one of these stories actually bears this message. It's like I was just being way too polite to people who didn't deserve it, and it always brought me into weird situations. But yeah, I was answering his messages here and there because I was trying to be polite. It was nothing too deep, no conversations, no flirting. I never showed any signals. I wasn't interested. I never made him think that I was interested. Obviously, he still thought that I was interested, I guess, because he kept messaging me, trying to strike up a conversation. And this went on to him reacting to almost every single story on my Instagram. After a while, I stopped opening the messages. I wasn't responding still. I just didn't care about this person. It's like, who are you? Like, you know? So I was just ignoring him, and this went on for months and months until one day I got a message out of the blue saying, I quote, "Does your boyfriend work as a guard?" By the way, a guard is police in Ireland. So I'm like, excuse me? And he says, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm looking at your boyfriend right now. Mind you, at this point, this relationship was very fresh, and I barely had any pictures of my boyfriend on my Instagram. It was maybe like 3 or 4 pictures. It was literally like me, one picture with him, and then 10 photos of myself again. So how big of an Instagram stalker do you have to be to notice someone who showed up on my feed like only a few times? Please tell me if I'm overreacting, but this was so creepy to me. This is like so extremely inappropriate. Naturally, this creeped me out. I messaged my boyfriend straight away just to kind of warn him, and this person kept bombarding me with messages being like, yeah, I'm looking at your boyfriend right now. Oh my god, I'm going to go up and talk to him. I am going to tell him that we are friends. I'll take pictures with him and then I'll send them to you. And excuse me, sir, like, who are you? Now, I am paranoid as it is, so you can imagine how freaked out I was by this. I was like, whoa, like, wait, whoa, what, why would you do that? Why would you go up to him? Claim that we are friends if you're actually just some stranger that's been messaging me on Instagram for years. Why would you go take a picture with him so that you can send it to me? This was actually not my boyfriend, thankfully. So I told this guy, like, I'm like, listen, dude, like, you are being very inappropriate. You are creeping me out. This is not a normal behavior. And he just kept saying like, oh, but I'm friendly. I would do that to anyone. And like, I'm pretty sure no girl in this whole world would be comfortable with something like this. If you're following me and you see me in town and you recognize me and you're like, oh, hey, I saw you there, or I think I saw you here. Okay, yeah, still, it's a little bit weird for me, but it happens. But to recognize a boyfriend and wanting to go up to him, I don't care how friendly you are, this is not okay. Creepy is what it is. So I ended up blocking this person, and since then I actually stopped posting any of my friends or family on my Instagram because I don't want them to get into awkward situations with strangers because of my public Instagram profiles. So this person was always in my DMs. I guess this could have been avoided if I blocked him earlier again, or maybe if I didn't respond to his messages at all. So I guess we can get that lesson out of this story. If someone is creeping you out, just block them. Don't try to be polite. It just doesn't work. Like with these kind of people, it just doesn't work. Second story happened with someone that I actually knew. So this person grew up in the same tiny village where I grew up as well. This person, however, was never my friend. He was never a love interest, never, nothing, never ever. He was literally a part of the group that was bullying me on a daily basis, so I would not consider him my friend, obviously, because they were bullying me every day. So anyway, I was on my holidays and I get this new follower and a message straight away being like, Matea, is that you? And I take a look to see who he is and I realize, oh yeah, hey, that's the guy from the village, right? So in my head, I was like, okay, so we can exchange a few messages and we're gonna be on good terms and that's gonna be it, right? How naive was that? I haven't seen this person in 10 years, so I thought he grew up, he matured. Of course he didn't. So again, I responded to a few messages just to be polite, but he said something like, oh, lucky you, I wish I have someone to go on holidays with. So what do you even say to that? I literally just said, well, find yourself a girlfriend. Obviously, I did not mean me, but of course, he just jumped onto this straight away. He was like, Matea, how can you say stuff like that and you're with your boyfriend right now? Needless to say, I shut this down straight away. I stopped responding to his messages. However, he added me on Facebook. He tried to message me on Facebook. He kept reacting to my stories almost every day. He kept leaving stupid comments on my pictures. And this went on and on for about a full year. And this is again my mistake for not blocking him. So I did not want to block him because we are from the same village. There's always a chance that we're going to see each other there. I didn't want to basically make any awkward situations. And this was just so dumb. I don't even live in that village anymore. I don't think he lives there. Who cares? Like, even if I bump into him, so like, who cares? He's a creep. If someone's bugging you, just block them. Just please block them. So we were back home on holidays at the same time, almost a full year after he first added me on Instagram. So I was going somewhere with my mom and out of the blue, I get another message from him. I just saw you in your car. You and the rest of the village. Like, what do you even want me to say to that? Like, if a girl is not responding to your messages for a full year, would you not get the sign that she's not interested? I just don't get it. So this was the last straw for me again. Like, I waited too long. I should have blocked him a long time ago. So yeah, I guess the moral of these stories is just block them. If someone is making you uncomfortable, if someone keeps sending you messages, you don't want to get them, you don't want to reply to them, just block them. Who cares? This is how paranoid I am, and once you hear my real life creep stories, you will understand why I'm so paranoid. But I have this list of people that kind of scare me, so I don't want them to know that I exist. So I literally block these people in advance. So when I was making my new Instagram account, I went to block these people before they figure out that I have a new account. And I saw that this dude from the village has created a new account in the meantime since I blocked him, where he barely follows any people, he doesn't have any followers, but it's his name and last name. So I'm thinking he might have actually made that account just to check if I blocked him or no. Okay, so I blocked him on both of his accounts. I blocked the other few people that are creeping me out. So yeah, I would highly recommend. This makes your life just so much easier. And yeah, take care of yourself. It's social media, you can do it. It's an easy solution. So yeah. So I hope this was a good warm-up for my real-life creep stories that's coming up next week. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. Thank you for all the support that I'm getting. My Instagram friends and anyone else who's watching this, thank you so much. You can check me out on social media. My Instagram and TikTok handle is Eva_Matea. The links are down below. So yeah, thanks for watching.